Mr. Corey. Wait, I didn't get all your last names. Let's go your last names. Allegra.
Barlow.
Barlow. Mr. Matt.
Ronan.
It's in here.
Ronan?
Ronan.
Like maybe.
Shira.
Lewin.
And Corey Regensberger.
Corey.
Regensberger.
Great. I had a classmate, Naftali Lewin. Okay. Anyway.
How you doing?
Mr. Corey.
Going back to a more meta topic than the current state of this potentialism and how you're marketing it. I was curious about that just the discovery, like in your theory of potentialism, does acknowledging potentialism, is that like a quantum jump in your mind? Is that something that, does being aware of it influence it? And in that same regard, as a follow-up now, do you believe that this is a dictator of us and the universe, or are we in control of our own destiny? Do we influence the potential, or are we subject to fate as defined by the rules of your theory?
Okay, so you have like 6 interrelated questions, right? Sort of.
Well, they're related.
Right.
In its own
So
sense.
one hit with the first one. Hit with one direct question.
Okay,
first.
so the first part is,
if you can, one direct question.
Being aware of.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's a very subtle question. It's a very subtle question.
Yes.
I must say. So his question, if I may re-articulate it, is just being aware of it advance your potential.
Is it your potential, or is it a quantum jump in your mind? Like, just being aware of it and feeding into it help advance it? Does it change it? Because how do we apply it?
The answer, so my answer will definitely be yes. But don't forget, I wrote the theory, so I'm subjective.
Right.
From my mind, just one book on the theory advances all humanity. From my subjective, egocentric view, okay. But I'm very biased here. Okay, but so having said that, I think don't kill me, but it raises humanity to the next level. Being aware of the theory and somewhat engaging the theory. Meaning, if we're all interconnected, if the whole universe is one metaphysical organism striving for its potential, and we're all part of that metaphysical organism, trying to build out our own individual potentials in concert. And we're all part of a big biofeedback loop, giving information to the universe about building out our potential. Well, that changes everything. It changes every field of study. It changes how we look at everything. So that's part of the reason I sat down to write this. Meaning, I know it's a heavy investment to write a book, right? I risk dying on the vine, meaning no traction. I risk egg on my face. I risk a lot of things. I do not like risk. I hate risk. Trust me when I tell you, I hate risk. We all don't like risk. I hate risk. Okay. But having gotten to the point, roughly 1982, where I thought I had the kernel of this theory, I bounced off, frankly, 2 people, and both gave me the go. So in my mind, I felt like the odds like 51-49 in my favor, roughly that. Not more, not less, but over the edge, over the tipping point. And I like it because it simultaneously lances so many issues. Simple, lean and mean. Again, having said that, and the upside potential of the theory on potential was so grand. I'll say it again. The upside potential for a theory of potential was so extraordinary, it could possibly shake the entire planet within my lifetime or a day later, not longer. The upside potential was so extraordinary, I felt it's worth the shot. It's worth it. It's worth the gamble because the upside resonance could be so profound. Yes, it's true. I don't mind a little glory, but I don't think that's why I would risk so much. I felt that the potential profound ramifications were so vast, it could shake the whole goddamn planet. And I believe it will. I actually believe it will. There's no competing theory. We're now civilization Canary cat is 5,000, 7,000 years old. I would say 7,000. And we have nothing. Nothing. No matter where you go. You go to India, you can go to Tibet, Cambridge, Stanford, wherever you go, Cambridge, Mass, wherever, they do not have a theory. There is no existing. People assume somebody must have a theory, I just don't know about it. Wrong. Nobody has a theory. It's an incredible situation. We've done so much. I don't say we put man on the moon, but we put man on the moon. And we don't have a theory, a basic theory, template for existence. And they always used to say, we want a theory you put on a t-shirt. That's the famous expression. No problem. We actually put it on my daughters put it on t-shirts. They wear it at their weddings, Quest for Potential, Q4P. They put it on a t-shirt.
So in that sense, I completely understand that and understand where you're coming from in that regard. So in your own theory, though, which applies to everything and your own situation, in that sense, so your discovery of the quest for potential, if it was to reach its maximum potential, I'm just trying to understand, would there be the validation of it, of it achieving that potential, or is more about the potential for it to have its effect? Or would it be, if it was self-validating, would it kind of grow?
So first I have to say, I tell people you should try to quest your potential. But I cheat. I try to achieve my potential by writing about quest for potential. So you have to you have to remove me from the equation.
Okay.
I'm cheating. You have to ask questions on that issue divorced from me. Because I'm cheating. I'm not doing it the hard way. I'm not doing the old-fashioned way. I'm setting a shortcut, trying to achieve my potential by writing about potential. The next guy can't do that.
Achieve the potential of your theory.
Okay, so having said that, now, if you can, maybe give me the focus question.
What I was just saying is, in that regard, do you believe that we are in control of our own destiny, or that how potentialism affects us?
Okay, I think that an airplane has a tailwind or a headwind. A tailwind will make the plane go faster. I think we all have a tailwind of quest for potential, pushing us forward. We just want to get into the right glide path. If we start, there are many, you're aware that laws of attraction, whatever, the realm of laws of attraction, if you try for something, you actually might achieve it. I think it's in that realm that, for many reasons, if you go after a viable goal, not a thoroughly mission impossible goal, first of all, your mind will orient towards achieving that goal. And I think on some level, the cosmic force will help you in that goal. I can't explain how, but I think the answer is yes. It'll be like a tailwind of a jumbo jet. You have to know where you're going and head there. Now, there were studies, Tony Robbins, the self-help guru, he has those tape series. He says they did studies of, I think it was Yale graduates, who was most successful 20 years out. Those who did best in school, those who were most successful home, richest home. No, they found that those who wrote out their goals once a year were the most successful. It's unbelievable. It doesn't cost that much money, and we all can do it. When they write out their goal, so what's happening? Why does that work? Even so, it's not clear why it works. Why should this work? We're assuming the data is correct, right? But I can see how it might be correct. You're directing your inner guidance system clearly. You're telling them what you want to achieve. You're being very clear. You're forced to write down somewhat viable goals. It doesn't mean some of the goals cannot be pressing the limits, but you're forced to write it down. You sent a message to your inner guidance system. Be alert to modalities that help me get to these goals. And then I suspect, once you're focused, and I cannot explain how it works, that somehow the universe of potential wants to help you achieve your potential. But you have to be going there yourself. You have to start the ball rolling. And that's crucial. So it's not destiny. It's more, you have to direct yourself, and if it's a relatively viable proposition, even if it's ambitious, on somehow, some way, the universe of potential will try to help you reach your potential.
So on the contrary, what do you feel about, I guess, opportunism, and how potentialism applies to opportunism of achieving your maximum potential and like taking what's there, or being influenced by the opportunities or directions you could go.
Of course. Your potential, Mr. Corey, changes every minute. Your potential before we started this panel, your potential now is different than 10 minutes ago. Because now you have more data, you have more information. I have, since talking to you, I've expanded a little bit. And you may have expanded a little bit. So your basic raw material now is a little different than 10 minutes ago. Certainly an hour from now, or a year from now. If an opportunity arises, your whole potential changes. If a bad thing happens, God forbid, your potential changes also. Of course, you might get stronger and forge in fire from a bad opportunity, and then achieve even greater potential. If a good thing happens, your potential changes. So you can't keep iterating every 34 seconds. Right. But opportunism, yes, that's part of the mix. That's part of the equation.
Well, what I'm curious about, I guess, in my personal application, is how I can use it to help me, I guess, make decisions and decide on my own path, or, because sometimes you are tempted by opportunities that have a lot of potential, but also have a lot of risk.
Right.
And sometimes you were saying, like, you want to stick true to your goals and direct yourself, and you have to ignore other things.
I think there are no simple answers to the question.
Yeah.
I think that's the question we all have. And there are no simple answers. I think anybody tells you a simple answer, there's no simple answers. There's no imperative, universal imperative to follow your passion, to follow your dream. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You have to be very careful, very, very careful that these things are achievable and that you can pay the rent while you do them. So there's no simple answer here. You can put them into the mix. I say put it into the mix. Risk, reward, upside potential, risk, emotion, passion. You put it into the mix. I suspect, I joke around that women, females, have an inner guidance system, which guy to marry. The inner guidance system, it tells them, this is the guy. Other people might say, what are you doing? Their guidance system tells them, this is the guy. And usually it's right. Usually it's right. The inner guidance system is factoring everything together. I think all humans have an inner guidance system about their potential. Give it the information, even discuss it with yourself. And discuss it out loud with a friend. Let your inner guidance system not even hear it. Although you might hate to do it, discuss it with your parents. Discuss it. Your girlfriend, your woman, your wife, discuss it. You don't have to listen. And then I'm saying your inner guidance system will probably pop it out to you. This is the root. But there's no simple universal axiom which gets you there, contrary to what you hear out there. It's subtle. Life is complex. I think that's a fair answer.